So what is the Social Security Fairness Act? I've watched several YouTube videos on it, and I can't make heads or tails out of it. Let me give you a little background. The issue seems to be whether people who work at a job where they pay Social Security taxes and also work at another job where they get government benefits and pay into a government retirement program, or work as teachers and pay into the teacher retirement program, or are in the military and get military benefits, whether those people should be able to get a pension from each of those programs added to one another, or whether they should have some reduction in their Social Security benefit because so one person works for Social Security in a Social Security type job for 40 years, he's only going to get Social Security. If the person is a double dipper, a triple dipper, a quadruple dipper, in other words, those are the terms we used back in the 80s. A double dipper is a person who works for the government for 10 years and then works in a Social Security job for 10 years and then is in the military reserve and then holds an elected office for a few years and then maybe gets a pension because he's in another state working for the government, or he's in a different city or municipality working for a fire department in one place, a police department in another place, a school district in another place, whether a person can become a double dipper, triple dipper, or quadruple dipper. So let's assume one guy works for in a Social Security private sector job for 40 years. He retires, he gets Social Security, that's $2,000. For this particular person, it might be more or less depending on what his income level was. But he's going to get $2,000 under this hypothetical situation. The same person works for 10 years in private sector job. He gets in his 40 quarters. He gets $2,000 a month. He works as a school teacher for several years. He gets teacher's retirement. He gets $2,000 a month. He's in the reserves, military reserves. He gets military retirement. He gets $2,000 a month. He works as a firefighter or a policeman or as some other position that involves retirement. He gets another $2,000 a month. He gets elected to a city council or to the legislature. He gets retirement from that agency, and pretty soon the guy's getting $8,000 or $10,000 a month in retirement from several different agencies. That's what I understood double dippers, triple dippers, quadruple dippers were trying to do back in the 1980s, and apparently there was a bill to put a stop to that passed. Now I understand there are some people who are kind of being mistreated by this system. They're getting maybe a person who's a school teacher, husband dies, they can't draw their husband's Social Security because they have teacher's retirement. That may or may not be fair. I don't know. I can't make heads or tails out of what's in the act. Part of the problem is the way that Congress names these acts or has popular names for them. We have something called the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act actually takes away a lot of your civil rights. So the Social Security Fairness Act is based upon the poor way that we have of naming legislation may very well take away the fairness of the system, or it may fix an unfairness. I don't know, but I think we shouldn't pass anything until we have a clear explanation of it, and we don't have a clear explanation. These YouTube videos and speeches by members of Congress seem to be designed to obfuscate or fog over what's happening. Now, there is one other thing about um, Social Security fairness and pension fairness. I don't know if this is the case anymore, but back when I worked for the state of Arkansas years ago, you had to work for the state of Arkansas for 10 years to get a pension. You could work for the state for 10 years and then go work for the school district for 10 years and then go work in the private sector for 10 years and be in the military reserves, and pretty soon you're getting 4 pensions. But if you were elected to the legislature and you served a small amount of time, say 2 years, it might have been 2 years, it might have been 2 days, it might have been 6 years. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but you got a full pension if you're a member of the legislature, because the legislature passed the law, and state employees paid into the pension plan, and legislators paid in if they got reelected, but if they didn't get reelected, they still got a full benefit even though they didn't serve their 10 years of employment. So I don't know what's fair about that, but that's the system that we had. So we had a lot of laws that have been fixed over the years, and some that have been made worse. I don't know. You be the judge.